Hello friends, welcome to Saturday's edition of NRI Samai. This is Srikanth, host for today's show. This week marks the first anniversary of NRI Samai, and friends, we wish to extend our heartfelt thanks to all our listeners for listening to our shows, appreciating the efforts. So keep listening to our shows and provide your valuable feedback. Also send your comments and feedback to nrisamai@gmail.com. Also, we at NRI Samai would like to take the opportunity to thank to all our listeners, guests who took the time off to be on our shows, to interact with our listeners. And thank you one and all, friends. Also, every guest on our show taught something, shared something, contributed something. And these are incredible people who spread a positive message to the society. And today, we are honored to have one such guest on our show, Pushpa Basnet from Nepal. So Pushpa ji, namaste. Thanks for taking your time off and being on our show today.
Thank you so much. Namaste.
Namaste ji, namaste. So Pushpa ji, you've been nominated as one among 10 top 10 CNN heroes, and we at NRI Samai are really proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be on your program also, and thank you so much for the CNN too.
Thank you. And we are deeply honored to have you on our show today. And first of all, tell us, how do you feel being nominated as one among CNN top 12 heroes? Because it's really incredible. Your message, your work is spreading across the world, and a lot of people are getting motivated. So how do you feel?
Now at this time, it's my I really feel proud to represent your own country back in international media, and to know what I'm doing and what youth are doing. So it's a big thing for anyone to represent your country and trying to give back to your community. So it's a big honor for me.
Absolutely, and you hail from a beautiful country. There are wonderful people, and little Nepal, as they call it. So you hail from a wonderful country, and we definitely feel the resonance that Nepal is such a wonderful country. I think 2010 top 10 hero was also Anuradha Koirala, whose work has literally shook the world, and she's been such an incredible person. So definitely Nepal is a great place, and you people are making your country really proud, Pushpa ji.
Thank you so much.
And now that you've been nominated as a CNN hero and are globally known to the people around the world, how did it change your life? Are a lot of people reaching out to you after CNN has covered this?
Yes, after the story was on, after we were nominated for the CNN Hero, lots of people have been reaching out to come here to do volunteer work, to do donations and to share their skill also back to Nepal. We have lots of family who brings their children back to Nepal to show that how fortunate the children are, and to show our work also, that what the youth people are doing. So definitely the things have changes, the media have played a very important role in our life.
Absolutely. And just for the benefit of our listeners, how does this nomination actually work? How many people will be in this CNN hero race, and how will somebody nominate you, and who nominated you actually for this CNN heroes?
For the CNN, you might have 20, 21 people, anyone it's not particular in anything, but you have 5 different categories in CNN Hero. Mm-hmm. And I was nominated by one of my friends from Nepal, who was my college friend.
Oh, he's your college friend. Oh, okay. And you became a loving and caring mother to so many innocent children living in jails with their parents and who are serving time for their crimes. when did this idea start, and how did this idea basically come up in your mind that you have to do something to these kids?
In 2005, like when I was studying my college,
Mm-hmm.
and I was studying my bachelor in social work. So there we had to go, like, Thursday and Friday, we had to go to a different organization, like, to do a field work. And I was placed in a police station, and where I got a chance to visit the court and the police station, the Hague police station. But I never got a chance to visit the prison. So I asked one of the officers if she is willing to visit us, like, if she's willing to take us to prison to see, how it's like in prison. So she took us in one day with my other friends also. She took us to the prison.
Mm-hmm.
And when I entered the prison, it was different, because the prison is a place where you have a different community. People come up from a different background, different family, different story. They all have the different stories. So when I entered the jail, I felt like I was in a different world. To different people, they are doing their own things. People are busy with their own things. So when we were just going around, and there was one woman, she was staying near the well, and she was washing her clothes. And by the side there was a small baby, she was just 8-month-old girl. And when I just wanted to lift her, like other people said that don't leave her because her mother is a bit scary, because she was very new to the prison, and like I could not hold her, like I just hold her and I kept her down. And when I kept her down, she just held my pusa, shawl, and when she just turned back and she gave me a big smile. And where I thought like, oh my God, what she's doing, she's giving me a smile. And that's how, because when I relate to my own life, I feel I'm very fortunate to have my parents who've been working so hard just for us. But there are some of the parents, like, fortunately and unfortunately, due to lack of education, lack of opportunity, the children are also suffering due to the parents. So what I felt was, if I am so much fortunate, why don't I can give them back to the children? So that's how I started the organization.
Wow, incredible work. And you mentioned that you're fortunate to have parents, and then I'm sure when you're referring to your parents, you had wonderful childhood. Can you tell us a little bit about your childhood? Are you born and brought up in Nepal, and your education? Can you tell us a little bit about your education and what kind of childhood you had at Nepal?
In my childhood, I was brought up in Kathmandu. I was born in Kathmandu, and I was raised in a very good family where I have my brother, my sister, my younger sister, and my parents, because both my parents are into business, and now my brothers all are in business, and my sister, she just finished a master's from Sri Lanka. She's back in Nepal. But seeing my childhood, I think I'm very fortunate to have, because everything was given by us, by our parents. Like, we never had to think about taking chances, because whenever we just said, Dad, we want this, Mommy, we want this, like our parents always gave to us, but we knew what was our limitation. We never took advantage of our things. And I went to one of the good schools, my sister and we went to one of the good schools where we studied, and we stayed in a hostel life. So we were more into hostel, like, boarding life. But we really loved boarding life. The hostel life was so much fun, because once in a blue moon you come back to your family, and like, your family treats you so well.
Yes.
Come back from hostel. So I had a very good life, but in small, like, I was a bit kind of a stubborn girl, because whatever decision I took or whatever I wanted, I always wanted in my life. Like, I don't know, because my parents never could say no. Because if I said I want this, I used to cry, I used to scream, but I used to always get those things, So I was a bit kind of a naughty girl, also a bit kind of a stubborn girl. But looking at my parents have always, like, we had maids in our home, and they had the children also, but my parents always gave them, like, you should give it to the people, who don't have opportunity. So by seeing my mom, my father, I feel like, I'm very fortunate to have the lifestyle that my parents gave. It was a simple, but we always had a good life, staying with the family.
Right.
And because my dad, he never liked us going outside. So whatever was thing, it was within the house, So we never went around, like playing around with the friends, but everything was within the house, me and my sister. So that was my childhood.
You had a great family, friends, siblings. I think you had wonderful people. Otherwise, it's tough to take up such tasks. When you told them that you wanted to do something to these small little kids, innocent kids who are living in prisons, what did your family, friends, and your siblings, sisters, what did they say? It's really rough idea, right? It's not somebody who says, "Oh, go ahead and then do it. We'll support you." It's not that case, right? It's a little tough decision to really convince people. What went on with your family, friends, and siblings?
When I told after the visit to the prison, I went back to my family. I told my parents, today I saw a small girl, but she was so cute, and because, she was just 8 months, and she had a big cheeks on her mouth, and, she had some sparkle, and I told my parents, I wanted to do something for her, but my parents said, look, Pushpa, you are too young, you have to see your future. You can't look after somebody else. We are looking after you. So how can you look after somebody else's children? But within myself, I knew that I could do it. I don't know. I might have at that time, my parents said I was just crazy taking this decision. But my dad was like, no, you can't do it. But I could convince my mom and my sister, let's do it. This is very good. But I think when I wanted to start this work, my father he was really upset also, and he was not angry, but he was really scared, because taking this big decision would sometimes create me a problem or get into a problem, because you are looking somebody else's children where their parents all are in prison, So my parents were really scared. And when I told my friend thought, oh, Pushpa, this is a bad choice, we can do something else. But this is a bad choice. Doing this is But I knew within myself, and I could convince my parents, especially my mom, that, see, you can help me out giving some money, that I'll do something, But one thing with my parents, what they had, because in small childhood, whatever I had I just had for the sometime, If I wanted something, I used to play, and I should just keep it aside, And my parents thought the same thing, we'll start this organization, but it's just for some time, she'll not take it seriously. But now things have changed. I think now my father is happy, but regarding my mom, she was happy what decision I took.
Absolutely. They'll be definitely happy, and your great work is resonating around the world. When I first saw your video, I thought, oh my God, give me strength. I got to reach out to Pushpa and then really request her to be on NRI Summit. Your video on CNN is really heart wrenching. I love the work that you do. And Pushpa, great work, absolutely. I know your parents are really proud of you right now when they see the work and the resonance that you're getting for your work. So also, coming to, it's not easy to bring these small kids out from jail and start a daycare center, right? There are a lot of challenges. And what kind of challenges did you face initially to start off this effort?
And initially, it was whatever decision we took, it was it was a big thing for us, because those children have never come out from the prison, and they have never left their parents, and and on top of us also, we had never looked after anyone's children, because I had my old younger sister. She was just 3 years younger to me, and I was like, oh my God, what we are doing, is it right or is it wrong? But, after we got the children out from the prison at the first day, we had balloons, we had dolls in our hands, we went in front of the prison with the taxi, and they were so happy to see us, with the balloons and everything, and they happily they came with us, and they sat in the taxi, and they were so happy to come out. And after they came to the place where we had our daycare center, and, first time when they entered, everywhere they could see a dog. It was a big space and small, colorfuls and everything. And they were so happy, After an hour, they realize that they are away from their parents,
Hmm.
especially from their mother. Then they started to cry. I think almost for 2 hours they cried, and we were staying back, and we were like, oh my God, what we are doing is crazy, because
Yes.
all never people thought, what are we doing, like gathering the children and making them cry? And we said, it's our first day, and they're just crying, and so it was a big thing for. And later on, like, after crying, they went to sleep, they slept. And but what we did, we just grabbed them in our arms and we put them in the taxi and we went to drop them back. So for a week, this thing happened, but slowly after a week, 2 weeks, they realized that, they are just coming for a daytime with us. At the night time, they all are going back to the parents. After that, things changed. After a month, 2 months, on Saturday when we didn't go to pick the children, they used to stand behind the bars and seek for us, like looking for us.
Wow.
So things have changed.
Yeah, absolutely. And how many kids are currently in the daycare right now, Pushpa?
In the daycare now we have 4 children, but in the residential home we have 34 children.
Oh, okay, okay. So what will be their daily routine? How does your typical day look like? Like from morning till evening, what do you do? You have some people to support you who'll basically pick these kids, or how does your day actually progress?
So we have 2 programs. One is a daycare center, which is near to the place now, because that when we started it was a bit far. Now things are expensive, the taxi is expensive, and due to the security also, we have started a small daycare center nearby the jail, where the children come out from morning and they go back in the evening. And we have a 2 staff there who run that place, and we have a residential home, which is a bit far from the Kathmandu city. We are near to Buran in Kanta, where we have 44 children living with us. And they come from a various part of jail, from now 14 districts they come from. And these children all go to the same school. They go to a different school, but this is their residential home, and they stay with us. And typically day for me is like, I get up around 5:30, because the children start getting around 5:30, they start screaming, they start crying, brushing their teeth and everything. But at 6 o'clock, the smaller ones have to do this kind of exercise, and where they go to the library for their study. Like, you have interaction program with the children, with older ones. And the older ones, they stay for hours to study. They have to, just go through their studies, what they study, what they do, and everything. And by 7:30 morning, they have their lunch, and they get prepared to go to school around 8:30, and they leave for the school. And the children come back they leave for the school, they come back around 4 o'clock. And, if I have any day work, like if I need to get down to the Kathmandu for any work, then I go. Otherwise, I just stay in the home. Do my administration thing and all the things. And sometimes I go to visit the daycare center also. And when the children come back home, I make sure that I'm back in home, because I used to feel, when I was small, when my parents were not in home, when I get back from the school, I used to feel so bad. So I make sure that I come back home when the children are here. So at 5 o'clock, they have their taekwondo class. Every day they have a taekwondo class, and they do their taekwondo class. And from 6 to 7, they have their playing games. And by 7, they have their dinner time. And from 7 to 10, they have to study. The older ones have to study, and the smaller ones, they go to library for their interaction. They have a speech class, and they do the speech class, and by the time it's night, we just go for the bedtime.
Oh.
And every day at 8 o'clock, every day we have a meeting. All the children, all the captains and the vice captain of the home have to come and give us a brief report. What was the day, what happened in the school, if there anything problem have come, they just have to give a report.
Excellent, excellent. And Pushpa, we have a listener from New Jersey. Her name is Archana. And she has had a question on nrsamai.com. Her question is, just curious to find out from Pushpa, do these children ask why they are in the prison? If yes, how do you explain their predicament considering they're so young?
regarding the smaller ones, they don't ask, why the parents are in jail. But, after they get a bit old, like, after they are 9 and 10, when they go back to see their parents, then they do ask their parents. They don't ask me, but they do ask their parents, why they are in the prison. What have you done, Mom, that you are in the prison? Yes, of course they do ask, but the smaller ones, they don't ask. But older ones, yes, they do ask the parents. And for now, for parents, it's really hard to describe what they have done, like, what crime they come from. So it is really hard for the parents. And I've seen many parents crying, they tell me, oh, ma'am, look at it, now my children have started to ask the question. And I tell them, like yes, it is true, because now your children know, because they are getting education. Now they know that, what is wrong, what is right, and why the parents are in prison, and what made them go into the prison, So I tell it to older ones, because due to not, they don't have education, they don't have opportunity. So I tell my older children, now you have the opportunity to have education. You just need to grab the thing, whatever comes around.
Right.
And don't leave anything, because in reality, what happens, if these children all do well, if they come out, everything comes out perfectly, tomorrow, whatever bad thing happened in their parents' life, everything will be hidden, because of this goodness of these children. So I make sure that I tell them, how do you see your life after 15 years?
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. And we have Archana again from New Jersey, and her question is, what kind of crimes are their parents or moms incarcerated for?
Mostly their parents are for the trafficking, like trafficking drugs, human, and mostly we have a murder case, that mother killing their husband, and even the men killing their wives, and mostly the children's parents are for trafficking and the drug case.
Oh, okay, drug trafficking. It's a huge problem, looks like. Yeah. And how old are these kids, Pushpa? I'm sure these young kids do not understand much what's going on around them. So how old are these kids, and what kind of questions do they ask you? It's really tricky, right? Because they're sitting in a whole different world. They might be asking you some typical questions. So can you tell us what kind of questions you get?
But mostly now, the smaller ones, they feel like this is their hostel.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly they feel this is the hostel, like boarding school, and they go to a different school. But for the prison, they never say it's a prison, it's their home, So they never say it's a prison, but it's their home. But for the smaller one, it's very difficult, They don't ask me question like, well, what is this, Mamu, why this is our home, or where is the parents. But the older ones, yes, they feel like, it's a different world for them, whenever they go to visit their parents, they have the joy to see their parents, they are really happy to see their parents. But in some way down in their heart, they feel bad about it, because their parents are in prison. But, but what I try to tell them is yes, in reality, it is true, your parents are in prison. But look at your life, you have such a beautiful life out here,
Yes.
Whatever they ask from you, whatever you want in your life, they have their library, they have the computer room. The life is so beautiful. In my childhood also, I never had the same. I had, books, but I and my sister had to share everything, But here, they don't have to share things. They have their own things. People come here, they see them, they go out. Life is so beautiful for them. So it's just that, the way you think is totally different. Because when they go to school, they see their friends, carrying the bags. But look at them, they have such a nice thing to carry,
Right.
So, not even just carrying, I'm always there for them. They go out with me. They have such a beautiful life, So, it's how I tell my children, look at the positive side, don't look at the negative side.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, it's a beautiful world, and then if you look at it in a positive outset, then everything falls in place. So definitely, we have Archana again from New Jersey. Her question is: have some of these children from your daycare integrated into regular schools in Nepal?
Well, yes, we have 44 children now going to their regular school. They all go to school.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So they're going to, there's a few of them are going to the regular schools and they're, okay, that's good.
Yes, they go to a boarding school.
Right. And Pushpa, to understand, to bring these kids to the daycare, you have to interact with prisoners who are fathers and mothers of these little kids, right? What are their parents' reaction? It should have been hard for them to believe you in the first place, right? Somebody is coming asking, saying that I'll put them to school, I'll give them education. It's hard for them to believe, and also it's tough to convince them, right? So what was the parents' reaction when you said that you want to take this kid and then put them to school?
No, actually, they were not kids in the different school. We used to run the daycare center. After the daycare center, then they come to the residential home. Then they go to a different school. That's how our program is now.
Right. When you went and told these mothers who are in prisons, first time you went there and then you told that, hey, look, your kid is right now in prison. I'll take her to a daycare and then give her some good education, and then you send them back to prison, right? What was their reaction?
Yes. At the initial time, it was very difficult for me to communicate them because I was new to them and they are new to me, because I know they all stay inside, but they don't know who I am. So at that time, the person who played a very important role was the person, the jailer was the main person to play a very important role. At that time, he was the guy who convinced the people from the inside, saying them that, look, at your children will go at the daycare, they'll have a different kind of facility, because he had come to our place to see where the children are going. So they had a good experience, and the guy had a really good experience, the officer. So he went back and convinced the parents. So he plays a very important role in my life. So later on, when I said, okay, they are going to my place, so what we did, we took the pictures, we printed out the photo, and we showed them, okay, your children are coming to this place, and they were so happy, because some of the parents, at the initial time, we started with 4 children, and they felt like, because we didn't study, so it's really good for that, their children are studying, so they were quite positive about it.
Oh, fantastic. Yes. When they see pictures, they gain a lot of confidence. And I have seen pictures and videos of your daycare center. I've actually Googled Nepal. I've Googled about Pushpa, and then I found incredible videos. But a lot of them are in Nepal language. I can't get much, but they're amazing pictures and amazing visuals that I've seen. So, and tell us some instances of these young kids, their backdrop, and also till what age do they stay in prison?
They come from a various background, because in prison also, people, if they are well off, they don't take the children in the prison. They prefer to put them in a boarding school, and if you see overall, but the person who can look after the children, if they are not financially strong, then they take the children in the prison. But in our country, we have a system under 6-year-olds, you are allowed to take the children in the prison. And after 6, also around 12 years, if nobody is there to look after them, the parents, especially the mom, can have the children in the prison. So that's the system. But what I believe and what I do is, at the age of 3 is the perfect age that children should, they should not be staying in the prison. They should come out from the prison, because that's not place to stay for the children.
Right, absolutely, yes. And does the state of mind of these small kids from prison and kids who generally have a good childhood at homes, it definitely will be different, right? Tell me with your experience, how would the mindset of these children, small kids living in prison, vary with children who are staying outside in a different world?
Now I'm looking at, because I have a niece, she's been staying with my parents and everything, and she comes and visits every time out there, But when I see the outer children and the children from there, I find these children are more confident, because they are more confident than the children, like, like our normal children. They are less confident, but seeing them, they are more confident. And these children have more, like, they have some vision, like, they want to do something in their life because they have seen their parents, like, been suffering so much, like, because they all are very intelligent, but when, like, seeing my older children, they have, like, they have set of goals, like, they have to study, they have to do something in their life. Like, seeing other children, they are, like, because everything is on their parents, so things are different. When I see it myself, I find it, like, these children are more confident, they know what they want to do in their life.
Yeah, definitely. And it's been more than 6 years you started this effort, Pushpa, and few kids would have grown up already, and they might be of ages anywhere between 7 or 10 years. So, do they understand that? Understand that they had such a hard life, and then something incredible has happened in their life because Pushpa has actually taken care of them. So, tell us something of an instance where these small little kids started off at age of 3 and then right now they are 7 years or 8 years of age. Can you explain us the transformation?
Like the first child when I started, like, the girl who inspired me was Sanokanchi Shama. She was just 8 months old. Now she's 9 years old,
Wow.
And now she's living with me. And her mom also got released from the prison. Now she's staying with me. Looking at her, I think it's a vast difference, because the way I have brought up her, and the way she thinks, and I get a very positive vibration from her. The way she's very calm and she's like very polite and she's a very shy girl also. Looking at her, things have changed a lot in my life, in your life too also. But seeing all these things, I think that these children are very special children, regarding all the children, these are very special children. And they are very soft-hearted children. I feel like they are very soft-hearted children.
Right, definitely. And we have a caller live on air right now. Sir, please spell your name and then go ahead and then ask your question to Pushpa.
Hi Pushpa ji, namaste. My name is Sri Hari from Los Angeles. First of all, thank you for the incredible work that you are doing. My question is, if you are now nominated for the CNN award, then you get a lot of visibility and hopefully you also get a lot of donations. I'm sure there are other places with similar problems with the kids whose parents are in jail. So is there a plan for you to expand, maybe open like other groups in different places in Nepal and also outside of Nepal, maybe other countries?
Now, looking at my country, like, I think, like, there are still 80 children living still in the prison. So definitely tomorrow, because now we be staying in our rented building, we don't have our own building. So definitely, if I get into, like, if we get into, say, of the year, definitely we would like to expand our program, taking more children from the prison, because definitely that's what I want in my life and what I want to give them back to them also. Definitely I'm looking forward to work more with the children from different various parts of the jail. But I don't think I would work out of Nepal. But for the time being, I would just like to work within the Nepal. Because what I believe is, like, you need to have equality also. Like, just having a quantity number doesn't matter, but you need to have equality. And definitely, after 15 years, 20 years, I would like to see my children working in this sector, Tomorrow, if they go abroad, if they go for the further study, if they would like to work here, then definitely I'll help them out.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Srihari. Thanks for... Hello, friends. We have Pushpa back on air again. So, Pushpaji, I wanted to understand this as well. The government's role in making things little better, right? So, I hail from a place where the National Human Rights Commission and other departments, the prison departments, have actually given guidelines to handle kids who are basically in jail. So the prison department generally spends around 2,000 rupees in India on diet for each and every child a month. So that's how it happens in few of the places in India. So how does it work in Nepal? Do you get some kind of a similar setup where government would help and then help you in your activities as well?
No, our government have not said anything for us. So because they have not set up anything for regarding for us organization, giving us any facility or nothing. They have not.
Oh, okay. So coming to the funding part, Pushpaji, who actually is helping in your mission? Where do you get your funding, and what kind of support do you receive from public?
Last 4 years, I think my brother's friend from Canada, they have a small foundation, Glass Water Foundation, where they do give us some money. And we have Shiksha Foundation Nepal, who sponsors, who gives our school fee for our daughters, 20 daughters. And we do have Nepali people, they come and give us money, and they give us grocery and food and anything they want to donate. But we do get lots of individual people who come and give a donation, They see our wish list, what we have in our website, and they do give us money. But one thing about here is we are really well managed because I stay here. We have vegetable garden, we have briquette, we have goats and everything. So one thing good about it is we are really well managed, and especially my staff, they really look after the things out here properly. So that's good about it.
Excellent. Yeah. As you mentioned, if public helps you in the grocery and other things, that will be great. You mentioned that there's an organization, one in Nepal. If you could spell that again. And also, do you have any other organizations overseas so that people around the world can reach out to their website or to their or call them and then try to help you in your efforts?
Yeah, if people want to reach from abroad, we have in our website, we have where they can do a donation from Give to Asia. They can do donation, it's an online donation they can do, and which is a tax deductible for the United States. So they can do a donation from there too.
Well, okay, can you spell that? Gift Nepal, is it? What is that?
No, it's Give, Give, Give to Asia.
Give to Asia.
You can see in our website.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see in our website too.
Oh, yes, I see it. So it is givetoasia.org. It is GIVE numeric 2 Asia, ASIA.org. Am I correct, Pushpaji?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
so if people can go to givetoasia.org, that's the place where they can donate for your efforts, right?
Yes, sure.
Yes, and also now that you're nominated for CNN Hero, tell us also how people can vote for you, because I am going to CNN.com and I'm able to at least put in 10 votes a day. So can you elaborate for all of our listeners? Because initially I thought I can do only one vote, but then I slowly realized after visiting your Facebook page that I'm eligible for voting at least 10 a day. If you could elaborate how people can vote and how they can reach out to you, that would be great.
For all the people who are staying over, what they can do is they can go to the www.cnnheroes.com, and where you can see vote now. Okay, you can just click on the vote now, and after that you have 10 different people, all the CNN heroes, and there you can select, if you see my picture, you can click on my picture, and the picture comes onto down, there is another box where you select the CNN hero. On the side of it, you have to put your email address out there, enter your email ID out there. And after that, what is you can put there is a box where there is a 5-digit number which you can enter, and you can click vote now. So you can just click on it. And you can do, like, if you have a poor email address, you can vote for 10 times. So you can do every day, like, and you can, and it's easy to do from the Facebook also. It's really easy to, because you don't have to put all your email address and everything. It's really easy. But like, if you have Facebook, Yahoo, Gmail, or anything, you can just vote on, and it's really easy. And I wish like people can vote for our cause, because that's really important for us to get into it. And please do vote for us.
Absolutely. I just, friends, for all listeners around the world, this is what I did just now. I went to cnnheroes.com, or also you can go to heroes.cnn.com. All I did was I went there, and then it showed pictures of 10 nominees for CNN Heroes, and I can see all the 10 heroes there. I clicked on Pushpa Basnet, and then there is something called Vote Now. I went to Vote Now, and then all I did was it has asked select the hero, and then it has asked me to vote via email. There are two options. One is vote via email, where I put in my email address, and then I basically voted. And the second thing that I tried right now is vote via Facebook. This seems very simple. I just clicked on connect via Facebook, and I just could vote for Pushpa ji here. And as soon as I did, it said that you have 8 more votes available for today. That means each day you can go on cnnheroes.com, and then you can basically avail 10 votes per day. So if you like Pushpa's work and you want to support this extraordinary person, please do go to cnnheroes.com and select on Pushpa. You can vote via email, or you can vote via Facebook. If you are on Facebook, Facebook is extremely simple route to really click and then vote for Pushpa ji. So incredible, Pushpa ji. And then you're seeing there are 9 other people who have been nominated. Did you get a chance to interact with any of these other heroes, Pushpa ji?
No, so far I haven't got any chance, but definitely when I get, because I'm flying, I'm coming to on States on, I fly on 25th of November, then definitely I'll get to meet them.
Excellent. So where are you flying to? Because we are in Los Angeles. It would be a great honor to meet you when you're here, to see if we could be.
I'm flying to Los Angeles.
You're flying to Los Angeles? Excellent. So that'll be great. So definitely it'll be an honor to meet you, Pushpa ji, when you're here. So please keep us posted with your plans as well, so that we could reach out to you and then say our hi and then see your work firsthand. And well, Pushpa ji, all I can say is keep up your exemplary, extraordinary good work, and you're truly inspirational women for millions of people around the globe. And thank you for being on our show today, and we truly appreciate, and God bless you.
Thank you so much. It's my honor to be on your show, and I'm really looking forward to see you all. And thank you so much for everyone who's listening, and thank you for all your kind work. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We also wish you good luck for all your future projects that you take up, Pushpa ji. And any little insight of your future projects?
Sorry?
In future, are you planning to expand, or you have any plans of new projects that you want to take up? That means starting up a boarding school or anything of that nature.
Yeah, in future, definitely, when we have our own butterfly home, which is our dream project to make our own house. After that, we would like to have our own kindergarten school, for the children, for the smaller ones, because I do have lots of small children in the home, and definitely we like to have our kindergarten, and we would like to work with our government, with the police department, to have a small transit home for the children whose parents are in custody, definitely.
Oh, excellent. And finally, even before I let you go, Pushpa ji, you have any message to our listeners around the world?
I would like to say thank you so much for listening, and please do vote for our cause. More than me, my cause we all need your support. And it's a big honor for like us youth to get into this platform, which is a big thing for us. And And I hope I can inspire some people. And if you want to get updated with me, or if you have inquiry, if you want anything information, then you can just see me on Facebook. Definitely I look forward for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Pushpaji. Friends, as you have heard from Pushpaji, she's on Facebook, pushpa.basnet. So you can also go and then grab for Pushpa Basnet on Facebook. You can subscribe to her messages, and I subscribe to her, and I realized that we can vote. We can have 10 votes per day, and then you can go ahead and then vote for her extraordinary work. Also, as I told you, you can go to cnnheroes.com. You can go there and then pick Pushpa Basnet as your choice, and then you can vote via email or you can vote via Facebook. Facebook route seems to be extremely simple. If you're on Facebook, please do go to Facebook and then vote for Pushpa Basnet. You can share it from cnnheroes.com. You can share about Pushpa Basnet and then her work on the website itself. So incredible work. Thank you very much for being on our show today, Pushpaji, and God bless you again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste. So friends, that was Pushpa Basnet from Nepal.
Please enter the number you wish to call.
So friends, that was Pushpaji from Nepal, who gathered extreme courage to become a loving and caring mom to the innocent children living in jail with their parents, and parents who were serving time for their crimes. 6 years back, as you have heard, Pushpa Basnet, a Bachelor of Social Welfare student, when she visited the women's cell in a police station in Kathmandu as a part of her study, she met a very small child with his inmate mother in the prison, who had been transferred from another jail in Kathmandu. So she knew that the children should not be punished for their parents' crimes. And also later on she found out that by law these children have no family or place to live outside the prison. They were required to live with their mothers in the prison. That's when she realized that she had to step in and then start off a small NGO and then make sure these kids get good education as any other kids in Nepal. So that's one incredible work that she has done. Do tune in to NRI Samay to listen such incredible stories every week, same time on Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific time, 9:30 p.m. India time. All the shows will be live from Los Angeles, and tomorrow's show is with Andhra Pradesh Geology and Mines Minister Srimati Galla Arunakumari, and she would talk to us about the private parties and these parties having mining licenses, are also followed of many individuals because of these multiple scams. Don't miss, friends. So also you can listen to all our shows as archives on youtube.com/NRI Samay. You can like us on Facebook and spread the message on Facebook as well. Our ID is facebook.com/NRI Samay. We appreciate you being with us today, and have a very great weekend ahead, my friends. So thank you very much, and this is your host Srikant signing off.